So the Abbott test is a 5-minute test, but it's based on nucleic acid. Ibig sabihin itong parang PCR rin siya, pero it's a novel technology. The problem is, ang first dibs dyan is the US kasi Abbott siya eh.
Of
So,
course.
in other words, it's gonna come to us pag tapos na sila. Mas marami silang cases, so baka hindi umabot sa atin. The one technology that's coming that will disrupt is something called GeneXpert, which is something that we use for TB. It's a specialized machine. It takes for COVID, it takes 45 minutes to do the test, and it's not as tedious as the RT-PCR that we're doing right now. But again, agawan sa cartridges yan. So maybe if we're lucky, mga end of April, magkakaroon tayo. In the meantime, the current testing that we have is something called RT-PCR, or that stands for reverse transcriptase polymerase chain reaction. What it does is it's like a molecular photocopying machine. Kahit may isang virus ka lang sa ilong mo, tapos na-detect ng test na yon, gagawa siya ng maraming copies ng genetic material para makikita mo dun sa test kung positive siya or hindi. It doesn't make more virus. It's just the genetic material, pero patay na yon. But what happens is this has to happen with very, very complicated equipment like a BSL-2 facility. That's why mabagal. Pero tumataas naman. Last week, we could do 300 tests a day. Now we're more than 1,000 tests a day. So it's slowly ramping up.
How do we boost the production of the test kits that you guys in UP have created? Because, I mean, I'm an advocate for, local, and especially in the context of COVID-19, wag na tayong umasang makakabili pa tayo sa iba dahil agawan na nga, as you pointed out. But is there any way we can boost the production of those 300 units to 3,000 a day?
Yeah, so hindi naman problem yung supply. Yung problem is the lab capacity, the ability to use the test. Okay, we have 120,000 test kits now from China and from Singapore, but we can only process just a little over 1,000 tests per day. So the material is not the problem. The UP, once we've gone through those 120,000, we can use those as well. But remember that aside from the test kit na ginagamit ng UP, to go with that, we also need extraction kits to properly use it. We need swabs. We need universal transport medium. We need lab supplies like enzymes.
Okay.
So hindi lang standalone yun.
But last question, Dr. Edsel, who's in charge of this? Is there someone in charge to make sure that we get all of it together? Because everyone's talking, but to this day, 2 weeks running, I have not heard of a single name who has been elected in charge.
Yeah, so Department of Health is running things. So I'll give you an example. It takes about 8 weeks to set up a BSL-2 lab, okay? If we had started yesterday, we're not going to get online till May. The truth is, these things were started back in January. It's just really slow. But the fact that we were able to ramp up 1 to 2 weeks ago means that these things were being done already 8 weeks ago. It's just that there's no real good way to do it. I mean, I think Yusek Vergeri is doing a really good job at trying to tell people what's going on in DOH. Pero kasi sa amin rin, ako, again, I don't work for DOH, but I advise them. So I'm seeing what they're doing. They're running around and barely getting any sleep. So they're really working hard. But a lot of these processes do take time, and I understand people are frustrated, really angry, but they've been working since January. They've not been sitting on their butt. But unfortunately, lab takes time.